a living, breathing fashion person. I live and breed fashion. And I'm all about styling, getting creative, working with what you got. Trust the process. You always have to trust the process when you put on any look.
Always expect the unexpected.
Well, that was quite an intro. Starting this series of building the look, just going more in depth. On this platform, there's more time rather than Instagram and TikTok because everything's fast-paced over there. But if this is not your first rodeo and you've been watching my videos, thank you so much for returning and just vibing out with me. If you're new, hopefully, you guys vibe with me and you'll be part of this community and subscribe to this channel. I want to touch base on confidence. I know it's really hard to be confident in what you wear sometimes, because believe me, I feel like that sometimes. Don't ever feel like you're alone, because there's many people who feel the same way. I know sometimes you want to wear a look, but sometimes you feel like it's too intimidating and how others are going to perceive you. When we have that type of feeling and we are showing that we're insecure in our outfit, but when we were at the house, we were all about it, that reads through. So when you're confident and you're feeling the outfit and it's just giving you the best feeling ever, it's your self-expression, that becomes contagious and people start to see that, and that's when the compliments start coming in. You walk with a smile on your face, you own it, like, don't ever feel like you have to dress the part. Like, we need to get rid of that. I mean, I know we were in quarantine and the whole fashion world just kind of went, I don't want to say a 360, but we'll give it a 180. Now everywhere we see is like just athleisure wear. There's nothing wrong with that, but fashion is supposed to be fun. It's a form of art, It's like when you paint, you're using the colors and the paintbrush. Well, these are actual clothes and you are the canvas and you just put it on. Sometimes we want to create a replica or a duplicate of a designer's work or a fellow influencer, a friend or whatever. And sometimes you feel like, I don't think it looks good on me like it looks good on the other person. Well, the thing is, we're all different and we're all gonna have a different type of confidence. And what I always suggest is to always, if you want to do a replica of any other outfit, just make sure you personalize it and make it your own, because that is when you become fully confident and in love with what you're wearing. Which leads me to this video. Glenn Martens has been one of my favorites ever. Sorry, if you don't know who Glenn Martens is, he's a fashion designer, to me, known for yproject. Like, right now he's the creative director for Diesel and now the new creative director for Maisonmargiela. I don't have an accent, I tried, give me some grace. His yproject era was so incredible, and that brand is no longer in existence. So sad. But it's okay. The reason why I'm bringing up Glenn Martens because it's just so high in demand, like his collaboration with H&M. And I'm like, you know what? It's inspiring me. His stuff is so good. I didn't know who he was until Rihanna wore these super extreme baggy boots. Like, I'm like, what are those? I think it was like a collaboration with UGG. I could be wrong. I went down a rabbit hole, been following ever since. One of my favorite collections that I love that he did at yproject was Fall Winter 2023. When those I think they're called rhino boots. That first model, when she turned the corner, I was like, what are those? I love a high heel boot. I love a dramatic boot. Like, that's the vibe. Like, the confidence goes all the way up when I'm 3 or 4 inches and above. They did something with scraps of denim and they kind of made like this rib cage. It is so good. I was so close to get a blazer and I missed out on it in my size. But if you've seen a size 54 in the blazer or the coat, please let me know. He makes everything distorted and twisted. It sounds kind of crazy, but it's more like he's manipulating the fabric. And I think there's like wiring and stuff that has to do with it. But it just looks like it's wrinkled. It looks like you just crushed it and you just put it on and buttoned it and walked out. And it's the best thing. And I don't think I've ever seen anyone else do that before him. It kind of has like a feel of like repurposing and work with what you got. And just trust the process of coming up with your own creative. And that's a rule that I go by. We are all creative people. We all have something to show in this world. We are not the same. We are not robots. Do not let AI take over us, okay? That's the thing. The double C's today: creative and confidence. That's it. Okay, we're yapping too much. I don't want to make this intro too long. Let's get this look together. Let's start off with a little fit check, just in case you're wondering, what am I wearing? We'll start from top to bottom. Makeup, no, I'm just kidding. A rope choker that I got at a consignment vintage store. Really loving the choker kind of vibe. Like, should we bring it back? And the top underneath is from Other UK. It is a distressed tank. And for the cropped blazer, if you're new here, I create, well, upcycle blazers into cropped and I embellish them. And this has mixed metal, silver and gold, and these are actually purse feet. I love an oversized anything, and cropping it is just a better silhouette. For the pants, these are talentless joggers in an olive military color. And then for boots, went with these Bozo Tractor Rick Owens boots. Have like the gum bottom to pick up off of the green. So the inspo is Glenn Martens, H&M collab. What can I do? What do I have without going out to go buy more things? I know I can work with what I got. I immediately went to this copper rust color, super oversized. I thrifted this. I think this might be like a part of a church fit because I have the matching pants. It came as a set, but I haven't done anything with those pants because I don't know what to do with them yet. Last year I created a look and it was so cool, but I'm like, okay, the inspo was Glenn Martens, but I made it my own because we have to personalize. We don't want to be a copy paste. When I create these looks, I think about my future brand. Yes, I do. Listen, I want to have my own brand and we're just manifesting day by day, and me creating these looks are actually like me sketching in a sketchbook. I don't sketch. That's the start of the collection. What would I also put in that collection? I don't ever wear this, and this odd color just screams Glenn Martens, like his style aesthetic, like expect the unexpected. And I'm gonna show you how I manipulated this basic shirt into a Y project. Now that I have the shirt on, you want to make sure it's oversized. You can do a fitted, but it won't give the same effect because you need that distorted, rippled effect. So I suggest getting an oversized, maybe 2 sizes than your normal. And I prefer the shirts that have the cuff link. I think that's what you call it. Or is it cuff link like the thing that goes in? But it's like a cuff style where you can roll it back and then you add your cuff link. Or the French style, I think it's called French cuff. French cuff, yes, French cuff. So I prefer the French cuff because I just think it just looks more fab. Cooler. I already went ahead and buttoned the top button. You don't have to. You can leave it open if you want, but I just feel like it's just fun. Just looks better. So to give that Glenn Martens effect, I am going to button the second button. You could button this one as well if you want to. I don't know, I kind of like it with missing one because I think it just gives that not perfect look. Like, he's all about making it just deconstructed. So I think just leaving the middle one not buttoned, it just looks cool. So the second button is button. That's a lot of butting. You want to go down, not to the next buttonhole, but the one after that. So go down one buttonhole, and then when you reach the second buttonhole, you're going to bring it up like so. So bring it up towards the button, and you're going to button it like so with the same button. You kind of have this effect, and you're going to let this piece just overlap, and you manipulated the shirt like so. Right off the bat, it's Glenn Martens aesthetic. This side is very straight and just sleek, and then on this side you have that drape effect, and it kind of gives like that distorted look. Western style is nothing new to Glenn Martens. Like, he can really make it look cool and fresh. That's also one of my aesthetics in my own personal style. So I'm like, okay, let's bring in that Western personal style into the look. And I thought about adding these collar tips. These are sterling silver collar tips that I sourced vintage, and I styled it with this shirt in particular in my previous look, but I styled it as collar tips. I'm gonna think outside the box, and I am going to make them cuff tips. I just realized that I did not have the mic clipped. The collar tips are now cuff tips, and I have it on both sides, and I think that's super cool. Yeah, to keep the whole weighted look and just I don't give a F kind of vibe, I'm gonna go with some wide baggy jeans in black, something that has a little bit of fading like so. I feel like black, it's just my color and I just love it. Denim, it's cool, but it's just not my thing. It's not something that I run to. But to give that effect, that just high fashion, creative, just like we can go and then we can call it a day. But that's not what we do over here. We style for the dramatics. We style for editorial. We style for runway. Okay? So I thought about, well, I have a faded asymmetrical skirt that I created about 2 years ago out of some thrifted jeans. So we're going to layer this skirt over the black jeans. And this is how it looks. Yeah. Whoa. Like, it's just, yeah, brings that extra effect to the bottom. And I kind of like how it's still straight and simple on this side, and this side has all the dramatics. So it's like giving yin and yang. Normally I go for a high boot, but I want these pants to like just puddle and just drag on the floor. And these boots that I have from Alex 1017, these are a Western style boot, but otherworldly. Like, get into that toe box. You can cut somebody with these. Check out the heel. Has like the Western stitching. It's giving Glenn Martens style. The boots are on, you can barely see, but you get the vibe. It's fall season, winter's coming, so the more layers, the more better. And I thought, Western, let's tie a scarf, a bandana, something around my neck. I can go black, but then I thought about, I have this brown silk bandana that I got at the Cowboy Carter tour. Has the Western motifs. And I'm going to just tie it around my neck. I'm gonna move you guys over here. Okay, I'm gonna put this over here on this side. Now that we have the oversized, oh, let me pull out the cuffs. Let me pull out the cuffs. You know, we gotta show off those collar tips. And just to bring out some more of this color. That looks so good, you guys. This is so clean. This is so good. Let's push it a little bit and let's bring out more of that Glenn Martens. So what I recommend is an oversized, I mean extremely oversized, double-breasted blazer. If you're not familiar, there's 2 rows of buttons on each side. Typically, double-breasted blazers, they have 2 buttonholes. put my thumbs through it so you can see. They have 2 buttonholes because, like I said, you have to button it inside so it can hold its shape. Well, we're not going to do that. We're going to do the distorted look and give a rippled effect. So the same side that the buttonhole is, you're going to button it back to the nearest button, which is typically lined with it. Just button it like so. So you're just going to fold it in and then just button it. And it comes out like that. And it looks crazy to you, but that's the Glenn Martens aesthetic. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, I have the mic right now. Let me move it up so it can show more of the effect. Like, you see what it's doing? It's giving like this distorted, wired effect. And you're going to go on ahead and just do the same thing to the other side. It's so easy, but it's so effective. Like, it's so effective. Like, you guys, look at that. Look how it just distorted and manipulated the blazer.
It's kind of giving Mona Lisa.
Yeah. And then pose for it. So good. I'm going to keep my usual stack because that's just what I have and I love, and it's just me. I'm going to put these 2 earrings on. Here's the earring. I hope you guys can see it. My ears are super sensitive. So yeah, they're a little red. But yeah, like, it just gives that dramatic effect. Now that I just think about it, he always brought out these hands. They were like doing like the flick off or the piece, and they were these big exaggerated earrings, and this is kind of giving that vibe. For bags, I want to challenge myself and do something different, bring out more of that Western personal edgy style. So I'm going to bring out this Elliot Emel. Yes. Sorry if I butchered that. Box bags, very utilitarian vibes, but I don't want this to be the face, although this is the face. I want to keep it simple, very minimal, because I have this Versace. It's actually like a boxing style belt, but it gives like that rock Western kind of vibe. This is like me in the belt. Like, if I want to be like honest with you guys, like, if you ever thought about like, I wonder what Drew is as a belt, this is it. I'm going to add this as a strap. Yeah, you heard that. Expect the unexpected. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open the bag like so. And it does come with the strap already, but I don't want to do that. I want something different. I'm going to put the belt like this inside of the bag. Make sure it lays flat like so. I'm gonna close it, but before I buckle it, I want to make sure I want it to be like this because I want this to be the face. I'm going to just buckle it like so, and need I say more? Like, this looks absolutely stunning. Always work with what you got, guys, and just trust the process and have fun. Just be creative. So I'm going to set this down, and now for glasses, I have these Tom Ford, I call them Cyclops glasses. Kind of reminds me of the X-Men Cyclops, and this kind of orange rust is giving the shirt, and then the black trimming is giving the black. What do we think? I'm gonna take these off in the meantime because I don't like the glare from the lighting. Been talking so much, I need to rehydrate my lips a little bit. And I am using my favorite at the moment. It is the Hydrating Spiked Valentino Lip Balm. This is the shade. Let me see. Oh, okay. Yes, very influencer style. I really love these. Like, the whole vibe is cool, and it just really keeps my lips hydrated, not crusty, and it gives a little bit of a tint. It gives off whatever your pH is giving, if that even makes any sense. It gives a really nice subtle color. For fragrance, for this look, not only because the bottle just goes with it. This is Rihanna's Fenty fragrance. You ask, okay, why did you pick this? Because I literally thought about what introduced me to yproject, and it was Rihanna wearing that yproject look with those boots that I still want, okay? And who is yproject? Glenn Martens. So it just all makes sense. And I feel like this is a look that she would actually wear. Trust. And this scent, the name is Fenty, and it's a very rich, seductive, mysterious, yet light, airy, powdery scent. Oh, it smells so good. Oh, this is really affordable. The longevity of this, you can just do like 2-3 sprays and baby, it stays. It stays until you wash your clothes. You can even leave your shirt for like a week and it's still gonna smell like it. Like that is how good this fragrance is. Yeah, you can get it at Sephora. This is not a sponsored ad. But Fenty, Sephi, you know, holla at your boy. Go on ahead and complete the look. Embrace my culture. And that's Mexican, Western, Texas style. I mean, come on. Let's put on the sunnies. Oh, I forgot something. I want to enhance the shoulders a little bit more, so I'm going to add these shoulder pads. I like how it's like rounded and has like a dip. I got these from a local fabric store years ago. And it just kind of gives it like a little bit more drama. I love that. So yeah, if you got shoulder pads, bring them out, guys. Like bring those pads out, all right? Got the sunnies on. So good. The bag. You guys, are you serious right now? Like, this is giving Glenn Martens mixed with my personal style. I hope you guys are inspired to just be creative, be confident in yourself. Always remember that you can't please everybody, just like everybody can't please you. Let me know what you love the most about yourself. Make sure you follow me on Instagram because that is where you will see the entire ambiance with the song choice, and it's just overall a vibe. And then follow me on TikTok because we're having so much fun over there. Catch you on the next one.